Hi. So, what I wanted to talk about in this particular video is something that a lot of agencies struggle with, and that is managing SDRs or virtual assistants and getting, the most juice from, let's say, the lemon, right? Squeezing out as much lemonade from the lemon as possible. And a lot of you agency owners out there understand that the process of manual lead generation is very time consuming and it's very low leverage work. So a lot of the times what you want to do is you want to outsource this work to, a virtual bidder or an SDR or a BDM or something like that and have them do it on behalf, pay them a modest, like junior salary of a couple $100, maybe 500, maybe $600, maybe some kind of bonus system, right, for work that they for jobs that they land and things like this. But the main issue when you're working with any kind of human bidder or human assistant is just the fact that they are a human, right? Humans aren't perfect creatures. We have lots of flaws. Like, yes, for example, they will find opportunities, they will send follow ups, right? Qualify opportunities, send proposals, all that good stuff. But they will also miss jobs. They will make grammatical mistakes. They may not be focused. They may miss relevant opportunities. They may decide in the middle of the day that they want to, go get lunch or watch YouTube or sleep or just screw around, right? And whenever you're working a monotonous job like virtual bidding, where you're basically just doing the same thing day after day after day after day, unless you see some kind of progression in your role, then your motivation will continuously drop, right? You're never going to be motivated to do the same thing day after month after year. People will lose motivation. And it's a continuous process of hiring, getting the most out of them as possible before their motivation drops, then either firing them or reassigning them to a new role, hiring, putting them on the role, teaching them, getting the most out of them, firing or moving to a new role. And it's like this continuous line, right, of movement. And it works, but it's not particularly efficient. Usually you're paying humans, right? Like five, six, $800 even sometimes, but you also have to invest your own time into training them, into showing them what a qualified opportunity is, to showing them how to write cover letters, how to follow up, all of this stuff. But with something like automation, you're able to fix these problems in the sense that there's only one time when you have to really teach, right, the tool or the AI how to do its job. And from there, it will understand the process and it will do it flawlessly 24/7, 365. And if we just go to GigRadar itself, like if we just look at one of our clients, like for example, Ashish or any other client, having the AI run for you all the time and setting it up well, right? Choosing the right filters, choosing the right keywords, creating the right prompts, and this is all stuff we could talk about later, will always yield you great results in terms of replies, right? If you can send out 250 replies and have an 18% lead reply rate and get 48 replies, and literally all you had to do was 5 months ago spend 2 hours to teach it how to find these jobs, how to write these cover letters, and how to send them out. And every month, month after month, for every 100 proposals that you're sending, you're getting 20 replies, and you never have to teach it again. Don't you think that's a really great time, a really great investment on your time? Right? And again, we can talk about this through different niches, through different clients. Like what this our client right here, Mike, he's been just on fire. Like he might not have the craziest, lead reply rate, but even with the 1,300 proposals that he's submitted, he's got 90 replies, and his close rate on these replies is something around like 25 to 30%. So he's closed like 16 or 20 projects in 1 month without sending out a single manual bid. Everything is done with automation. And it's super incredible and it's much more effective and it's much more consistent than a human ever will be. So if you had the option of choosing between, continuously dealing with humans, hiring, training, iterating their performance, then firing or repositioning, then hiring, training, firing, hiring, like it's not a very high leverage activity. It's not the best use of your time. Whereas with a tool, you train it once, right? Maybe you iterate, tune every a few weeks or so, right? But it's running all the time, working for you using your exact guidelines. It's not going to make mistakes like humans does, right? Like a human does. You're going to give it certain filters. You're going to give it certain keywords. You're going to give it certain prompts, right? And it will understand what you want and it will do it exactly how you say. It won't make its own interpretation. It'll follow your instructions to the core. And if you know what you're doing, then you can definitely train the AI to know what you're doing. And you can get results like Mike is, or like our guy Gavin is, who's just gone to like 60K plus on Upwork just through having really good setups, right? And getting like high replies of like 18% plus. Like this is even low. He was getting like 25% plus, right? I mean, you could even look at our analytics guy, Farouk. He's also been on fire. He's landed like 10 jobs in the last month on analytics and Google Ads and stuff like this. Again, just killing it, right? No more manual outreach. Everything is done through automation. So if you have a virtual assistant or a virtual bidder or someone that does this on your behalf, I strongly recommend at least coming to a call and learning more about how GigRadar works and then making a decision for yourself whether or not you feel that switching to automation and setting it up once or twice, whether or not this would be a more effective and efficient use of your time and resource as opposed to continuously managing the process of working with manual human lead generators. So I hope this was helpful and I'll see you guys on the next video.